Want some cafeteria coffee? Okay. That man has got to go.
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but aren't you a little too old to be playing I Hate Mommy's boyfriend?
I'm not playing.
Instead of plotting how to get rid of Rick, why not concentrate on helping yourself?
Like how?
You could start by getting a job.
Not only did you have the construction workers finish early, I mean, you did a beautiful job.
All I did was go for coffee.
Oh, we both know that's not true. I mean, this is exactly the way that I pictured it. I mean, the colors, the mood, even the appointment book. Look at that. The construction workers didn't leave this for me now. You did this. You did this for me. It's perfect.
You ready for another surprise?
I don't know if I can take it.
I planned a grand opening party for you tonight. I called all your friends and your relatives. And they're all planning on being here tonight.
Wow. You didn't miss a beat.
You put your soul and you put your guts into this place. And you deserve a huge celebration.
I don't know about that. Thank you. Thank you for the construction workers finishing early, and thank you for this beautiful gift. I've never gotten a better present in my life. And I want more than anything to accept it. But you know that I can.
What's all this?
This is lunch. You haven't eaten, have you?
I'm starving. Roast beef.
Yeah. It's still your favorite, I
Are
hope.
you kidding me? This is perfect. How's work?
It's good. It's really good. The clothes look better than I expected. Unfortunately, Craig is still away.
Why should that make any difference?
Well, if Craig and Roseanne don't find a way to kiss and make up soon, the whole company could fall apart. There'll be no fashion show, and all my hard work will have been for nothing.
Oh, wait a second. I think I taste something strange.
Why, what? What is it?
An ulterior motive. What do you need?
Well, Jack, not that I would ever tell you how to do your job or anything, but I just want you to know that it would be so much better for me if you would not arrest Craig right when he gets back.
Well, you already asked me to keep Emily and Rose out of line of fire, and now you want me to drag my feet in arresting Craig?
Right, please?
I work for the city of Oakdale, honey. I'm not your private cop.
Go ahead. We could watch it burn together.
I think it would have been just as easy to drop them off at the cleaners.
I would like you out of here now.
I think you have some explaining to do.
Explaining to do? You walk out on me, and I have explaining to do?
What was Mike Kasnov doing here when I called?
Oh, we were having a fashion show. I was wearing one of the lovely little pieces I bought for our honeymoon, and Mike was wearing his usual denim ensemble.
Well, you understand my concern. You're still my wife.
You know what? I don't want to hear another sentence out of your mouth unless it begins with the words, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I don't see how getting a job will solve the problem of Dr. Decker.
Well, instead of butting into your mother's life, you could get one of your own.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
What about Bert's garage? Maybe this time he'd be willing to pay.
I'm not going anywhere near that place. Aaron still works there, and I don't want to be around him.
I thought you two were tight.
He's back with Lucy again, and the two of them are not into letting me butt in on their love fest.
Okay, then find something else.
Right, I'm a convicted felon who hasn't even graduated high school. People are going to be lining up to hire me.
Would you be willing to work here?
At the hospital?
I know the people who run the place. Maybe I could hook you up.
Ms. McKechnie is facing misdemeanor charges of unlawful possession of a firearm. Assuming that she pleads guilty, she'll have to pay a $3,000 fine, will be on probation for 1 year, and will have to serve 100 hours of community service at a venue deemed appropriate by the court.
Any questions?
No complaints. It's a fair deal.
Now, Ms. McKechnie is lucky. Due to the fact that everyone involved couldn't remember with any certainty what happened that night, my office had no grounds for prosecution.
We thank you for your cooperation, Evelyn, and your professionalism.
Bonnie, is that all acceptable to you?
Yes. Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
I need the signature of Ms. McKechnie's counsel.
Congratulations.
Just sit tight. This won't take long.
You okay? I don't think I've ever seen you this quiet.
That was the last time I will ever let anyone save me from myself.
Good job, Hernandez. Seal off the warehouse so we get a team out there to investigate, okay? Thanks.
Wait, what are you doing?
You know, all of a sudden I lost my appetite. Isn't that something?
Oh, come on. Jack, fine. All right, I withdraw my request that you hold off arresting Craig, all right?
It's a very good idea.
Oh, I had to give it a shot. There's no reason to jump down my throat.
You're right. I'm sorry. This case has not been my shining hour.
Why? Something happened?
Barbara got the DA to lean on me about the way I'm conducting my investigation. On the one side, I've got those two hounding me to make arrests. On the other, I've got you bribing me to back off.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it. It won't happen again, okay?
If Craig calls you again, will you let me know?
Yes. I promise you. I will tell you.
You're really sorry about what happened?
Yes. I'm sorry you chose to betray me by allowing Aaron Snyder to see Lucy.
That's your pathetic excuse for an apology to attack me again?
You deceived me.
I disappointed you. Instead of dealing with it, you ran out on me after promising to love me the rest of your life.
Well, I was trying to cool off.
You know, I recall a time Carly sided with Lucy against you, and you accepted it. I do the same thing. You just want to crush me under your heel for it.
The circumstances were a bit different. And Carly's a friend. You are the woman I married.
Only because Carly was already taken.
Is that what you think?
Well, what else am I supposed to think? You left me on our wedding night. I've never felt so alone in my life.
I think this is fixable, Rosanna. I think we can get past this.
I don't think so. You know what? Go ahead, take your suits and things. I want you out of here today.
I put up the money, I put my sweat into this place, and now that you're seeing the final product, you're rejecting it. I don't understand. You're seeing it with your own eyes, and you're seeing that it's everything you ever dreamed
I told you
of.
what I had to do. I told you I wasn't going to change my mind.
About you and I being partners.
Yeah. It's not good. And you know why it's not good, so don't pretend with me, please.
I'm not pretending, as long as you don't pretend that Paul didn't pressure you into this.
He didn't.
Rose, if very idea of this place, it came from your heart. The name, the location, the design, everything. Now, why should you let anyone take that away from you?
He's not taking it away. I am giving it up.
Why would you do that?
Because I have to prove to Paul that I love... that he means more to me than you do.
But that isn't the case.
Yes, it is. It is. I love Paul. And I'm wearing the ring on my finger to prove it.
Let me tell you something. Just because you're wearing this ring, Rose, it doesn't obligate you to marrying him.
Don't think you got it all figured out. There's a lot more to it than obligation.
Like what?
Like it's the best sex I ever had. Every pore in my body is on fire when I'm with him.
Trust me when I tell you, it's better with me.
What are you doing?
I'm imagining what it would be like to make love to you. Paul is a young man that you thought you needed. And I'm a man that you've been waiting for your whole life, and I'm standing right in front of you right now. Is this really something that you're gonna walk away from?
I just told you how I feel about watching my mom act like a total idiot in front of Dr. Decker. So why would I want to work here and watch them all the time?
Dr. Decker is not your enemy. And the more time you spend with him, the quicker you'll learn that.
Thanks, but I think I'm going to file that under things I never need to learn.
Working here would be good for you, Allison.
That's what they said about jail, and then they threw me in some cell with 2 psychos who wanted me dead.
Okay. Forget about the growth aspect. But you can make a lot of friends here. Right? People your age are all over the place volunteering. It can be a lot of fun.
I already put in my time as a candy striper here, and getting bitten by a hyperactive 7-year-old is not my idea of fun.
Okay, then become a nurse's aide. Katie Frazier's doing it. The two of you could hang out.
What would I have to do?
A little bit of everything. The pay's not great, but you're living at home, so you could save a few bucks.
Enough to get an apartment on the first day I turn 18?
Maybe. If you share the rent. I tell you what, let me ask some questions, find out what's available. No obligation, you can always say no.
Well, I guess it couldn't hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna jump on it right now.
Sure.
Can you meet me back here in half an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you don't think you'd mind having me around here all the time?
As long as you behave yourself.
You're all set. Paperwork is done. Start your community service tomorrow.
Any idea where I'll be going?
At the Durgan Street Shelter for Abused and Abandoned Children. You call them in the morning for an appointment and call me with any questions.
Thank you, Tom. You've really been great. Thanks.
I only did what the situation required. I don't think I was the only one. See ya.
What do you say we just go for a drive in the country somewhere? You can clear your head, we'll grab dinner at some roadside joint.
Yeah. That'd be nice. Yeah. You know what? On second thought, can I just meet you at the club later?
Yeah, whatever you like.
Margot, do you have a minute?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
I want to apologize for lying to you.
There's another reason, Jack, that I brought you lunch today. I wanted to thank you for believing in me. It would have been so easy for you to assume that I had something to do with Barbara's kidnapping, and you didn't do that. I appreciate it.
Oh, it was never an option. I knew you couldn't have anything to do with it.
Really? Why?
Simple deduction. Setting up a kidnapping takes a lot of planning. The phone calls alone would have been enough for Emma to notice.
That's it?
That, and I asked Emma if you were gone during the approximate time Barbara was snatched. She said no, and that was the end of it.
Wow. You know, for a second there, I thought we were making progress, but clearly I was wrong about that.
What are you talking about?
You don't have faith in me.
What?
You have faith in your spy system.
Harley, it wasn't like that.
Really? I bet it was worse. Did you have an arrest warrant with my name on it, Jack? Until Emma told you that I was home taking my blood pressure.
I'm trying to trust you. I'm trying to accept what you say without second guessing and not be suspicious. It's gonna take some time. That's all. You gotta give me that.
Fine. No, there's no hurry. Maybe in 40 years you can stop expecting the worst from me. Hello?
Hello. This a bad time?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, it is a bad time. Craig, what do you want?
Well, I want to know how the designs are coming.
Oh, they're beautiful. They're fine. Everything's going really well, actually. When are you coming back?
Well, sometime before the fashion show. So keep up the good work.
He'll be back before the show.
Not much to go on, but at least I can post a unit at Fairwinds in Monte Carlo.
I wouldn't bother with Fairwinds. Rosanna said that he called her once, but just to yell at her. They're still fighting.
Yeah, seems to be a lot of that going around.
I noticed. Sad, isn't it?
Very. Tell you what, you willing to let this one slide? I'd be happy to share my pickle.
You're always a tough negotiator, G-Man. It's a deal.
I don't know how you do that. When I get around you, and my brain just shuts off.
It's because there's a time for thinking, and then there's a time for other things.
No. This is not a time for this at all, because my fiancé will look in on this at any time.
Oh, come on. When are you gonna start being honest with yourself?
Look, I am not denying that there is something.
Something? I am crazy about you. I didn't expect this. I didn't want this, but here it is, and I can't walk away.
I can't listen to this anymore.
Why not?
Because Paul is real, and you, I don't know who you are. I don't know what kind of person you really are.
Let me help you. You don't know what kind of person I am. Fair enough. How about this? Keep the money. Keep the shop. I won't even see you again. I'll deal with that part.
And what about the partnership?
It says, but I'm going to be a silent partner. I am going to give up seeing you. I will do anything for you so that you open up this shop. I can't let you walk away from something that means so much to you.
I don't know. I don't know if Paul would go for the silent partner thing.
Let me ask you something. If I dissolve this partnership that we have, will you let Paul just step in and write you a check?
No, I couldn't do that.
What about Lucinda?
No. Say, I can't do that either.
Then if you bring this offer to Paul and he says no, you lose the shop, you lose the location, you lose everything you ever worked for.
No, but I still have Paul.
You'd be cheating yourself. You'd be cheating Paul. Rose. You deserve so much more than this.
I don't know if I deserve anything.
Do this. Bring my offer to Paul. See what choice he asks you to make. You see if he can put his jealousy aside and finally give you what you want. What you've been waiting for your whole life. And then we'll see how real he is.
coming up on As the World Turns.
He's a liar, Rose. Why can't you see that?
I'm asking you to give me this one thing. Can you do that?
I've been nowhere near another woman since I left these doors.
Lucy!
And you just told me you haven't seen another woman since you.
At first, I thought it was a terrible idea, but Chris explained all the advantages, and now I'm totally into it.
I wish you would have spoken to me first.
Why?
I'm not convinced that you're working here again is such a great idea. You've got a criminal record. If anything goes wrong, you're the first person they're going to accuse.
It's not like I'm some ex-con who did 20 years, Mom. My going to jail was a one-time thing.
Even so, there are other places to work besides hospitals.
Right, places where I can say, do you want fries with that? That's real challenging. Don't you want me to learn something?
Since when are you so interested in working at Memorial? I've worked here for years. You never even asked me about my day.
Okay, I get it.
Get what?
You don't want me around. It would have been better for you if I stayed in jail. It's all because of him.
Well, was it something I said?
Chris Hughes is trying to get Allison a job at the hospital.
Well, I think that's great.
Did you say great?
Well, think about it. The only reason I'm not living at the house right now is that Allison moved back and decided that I wasn't worthy of you. I mean, maybe if she starts to work here, she'll realize that I'm not that bad a guy. Once she realizes I'm okay, you and I can start to enjoy ourselves every night.
So you lied to me about what?
That night in Marshall's hotel room. Ever since I made a statement, Margot, there's been this weight on me. And it gets heavier and heavier every day. And I need to let it go. I need to free myself. Margot, I want to confess to somebody.
Well, then, you know what, Bonnie? You gotta talk to a priest, not a cop.
How about a friend? I mean, can I still call you that?
Yeah, sure you can.
Good. So let me tell you why I went to Marshall's room. I went...
You know what, Bonnie? I'm gonna stop you right there. You should be very careful what you say to me.
Why?
Because I don't want to hear anything that may incriminate you. The double jeopardy rules still apply here, but there is always a way around them.
The gun went off. And I could still hear the sounds echoing in my ear. And then my mom, she was falling on the floor and there was blood everywhere. She could have died, Margot. She could have died and it would have been my fault.
Bonnie, it was an accident. It was a terrifying accident.
I took that gun to Marshall's room. I jeopardized my mother's life. And how am I punished? Community service.
Okay. You know what? You know what? Instead of complaining about it not being harsh enough, why don't you just find some way to make this whole thing meaningful?
I'm not really sure I know how to do that.
Oh, yeah, of course you know how to do that. They ask you to sweep the floor, you make that floor shine. You want to paint the wall, you don't put 2 coats of paint on it, you put 3. Honey, don't just put your time in, put in your spirit and your backbone and treat those kids just the way you were treated, with love and respect and teach them and... Come on, you want to atone for your sins? You just grab one of those kids and you make her life happy.
I hear you. If I do this right, then everybody wins. Thank you, Margot. Aunt Margot. I think I know why my mom has always loved you. And why I do too. Thanks.
For you.
What's the occasion?
Just to remind you that no matter what I said last time we were together, that I still love you. And there might be some lust thrown in there, too.
You're beautiful.
So what do you think?
So this is it, huh? It's finished?
Yep, just turn on the blow dryers. We're ready to go.
It is spectacular, Rose. I had no idea you were this far along.
Neither did I. Dusty had the construction workers have all night long. Yeah, working around the clock.
Without letting you know?
Well, yeah, he wanted it to be, you know.
Surprise.
Yes. Yes, he did. He had it done. Look at that. Must have cost him an arm and a leg.
You mean it must have cost my mother an arm and a leg?
Right. Yes. We can't forget that little tidbit now, can we?
So, did you have a chance to talk some things over with him?
Yeah. I told him I couldn't be his partner anymore.
That probably wasn't easy.
No.
Well, what I want you to do is I want you to get a breakdown of his cost. I'll cut him a check, and then he'll be out of our lives for good.
Well, he's already out. You don't have to cut him a check.
What do you mean?
Dusty offered to be a silent partner. Which means he keeps his investment, gets a return on his profits. I don't see him at all. That's it.
And what did you say?
I said you didn't. I thought maybe you wouldn't like it.
I have to be honest with you, that's not the arrangement I had in mind.
Yeah, I know that. But then I'm sitting here thinking, you know, maybe it's not such a bad deal, right? Dusty gets a big return on his money, and you get me all to yourself. Everybody wins. Right?
Hi. I just wanted to let you know we're home. You okay? Your father is home. He is? Since when? He arrived about an hour ago. Well, how is he, and where's he been? We haven't had a chance to discuss that. He looks well, though. As fit as ever. Excuse me.
Lucy, I'd better get out of here.
No, I'm not gonna let my father run you off.
Did you just see Rosanna right now? I mean, it's obvious that she and your dad are still going at it. This is not the time to give him grief about it.
It's never the time, Aaron. I need to have this out with him once and for all, and I need you here. If he's hard on me, I might need to ride somewhere when it's over.
Of course, I'll stay.
If I thought that this would hurt us, believe me, I'd speak up. But it can't.
You haven't seen my daughter in action.
Allison thinks that she's losing you. Once you approve her working here and she realizes that you're still on her side, she'll relax and get out of our way.
What if she doesn't?
Well, at least we know we tried. Look, give Allison what she wants, and we get what we want too.
You know, you make it very difficult for me to say no to you.
Have you found a reason to?
Not yet.
Well, then don't mess with success.
He lied to you, Rose. How can you find that acceptable in a partner? Silent or otherwise?
He borrowed money from your mom, and he wasn't upfront about that at first, but he has come through
No,
for
he
me
didn't
time
tell
and
you
time
for a
again.
reason, because he was working behind your back with my mother. He's a liar, Rose. Why can't you see that?
I'm not gonna let him get anything over on me. Don't worry. I'm asking you to give me this one thing. Can you do that for me, please?
You still have faith in him, don't you? I see. Well, since my word is not good enough for you, I'll just have to find proof that Dusty is no good.
Look, there's gonna be a party here tonight, an opening party. I'd really like you to come.
Is Dusty invited?
the whole thing together. I can't ask him not to
No,
come.
no, of course not. We don't want to upset Dusty now, do we?
This week,
Paul is my husband. Once he finds out what you and Michael did, how long do you think he's gonna stay?
Give it up, Christine. He's not yours anymore.
Christine is livid,
Are you gonna tell me what Paul is?
and now she's laying it on the line.
You're insane. If I see you near Paul ever again, there's no telling what might happen.
Only on The Young and the Restless.
Allison, hey, wait up. I just spoke to your old supervisor. She said she'd be willing to hire you as a nurse's aide.
Well, thanks anyway, but my mother doesn't want me working here.
You spoke to her already?
I thought she would be really excited, but instead she started on what a bad idea it was, so.
Maybe I can talk to her.
That won't be necessary. I've reconsidered. I think your working here could be a very positive experience for you.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
What changed your mind?
Other people are willing to give you a chance. I should too.
Well, you won't be sorry. I'm gonna do a great job. Did you hear that? We're gonna be working together.
Yeah.
I took your advice. I told Allison she could work here.
And how do you feel about that?
Actually, not too bad.
Stick with me, kid. Hmm? Got a lot of great ideas.
Hey, 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 hey!
Daddy. I was just coming to look for you.
Sweetness. Aaron, why are you here?
I invited him, Daddy. Aaron and I are together.
Can we talk about that later? I just got home. I don't want to burst any major arteries.
Hello, darling. How was your conversation with Carly? I saw you on the phone.
Well, I wanted to see how the show was going.
And hear her lovely voice. As for all I know, you went to see her first before you showed up here.
I've been nowhere near another woman since I left these doors.
Do me a favor and go tell your lies somewhere else.
Could you please try to restrain yourself? Set yourself a little example.
Lucy!
I never thought that I would be so happy to see you on your feet.
What are you doing here?
I came to spend some time with you. Hello, Aaron. Good to see you.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Rosanna, I want to thank you for taking such good care of my daughter. Craig told me that you played a huge part in her recovery.
He did? When was that?
While he was visiting me in Montega.
And you just told me you haven't seen another woman since you left.
That's no woman, that's my ex.
Well, thank you again for lunch. And for the tip about Craig coming back.
Well, I told you that you'd be the first to know if you called me.
I know. And I know you're worried about him going to jail. I hope it's not a hindrance on the fashion show, but you gotta understand, I gotta do my job. I just hope you don't hate me for that.
One of these days, Jack, you are going to realize that you are more important to me than any fashion show, than any company, most of all, more than any person named Craig Montgomery.
I'm working on that, okay?
Don't take too long.
Hey, Jack, I need your help.
Hey, Paul, what's going on?
Rose is about to make a huge mistake, and the only way to stop her is to dig up some dirt on Dusty Donovan.
Excuse me, miss. You seen the owner around?
Not sure how to answer that.
What happened?
Paul's not really on board with the whole silent partner idea.
Well, that's too bad. What are you gonna do?
Well,
love this place. Any suggestions?
Yes. I think you should go home. I think you should take a long, hot bath, and I think you should put on something really beautiful. And come back here and open up your beauty shop.
If I do that, that means...
No. This is your night. This is your chance to show everyone that when Rose D'Angelo makes a commitment, she sticks to it, she gets the job done. You can't walk away from that. These moments only come along every now and then.
Yeah. For me, once in a lifetime.
And that's it. Come on. You gotta get dressed. I want you to hurry. I want you to go back there. I'm gonna get this straight. You worry about getting yourself beautiful. Go.
You know, about that kiss earlier.
Yeah. Let's just chalk it up to a warm moment between silent partners.
Yeah, that's it. That's great. That's what I want. It's already starting to feel like home.
Barbara, it's Dusty. Get your money ready. Rose can barely keep her hands off of me. Oh, yeah. It's over. Paul and Rose are finished by tonight.
On the next As the World Turns.
Why didn't you sleep with my cousin?
Because I still love you, all right?
I want Paul. And you better go before he gets here.
Rose, you have no idea what I want.